it was ended, but I wasn't really fair to her. You know, that wasn't fair to her. But I got her a book and everything. I really did try to write. Like, I was her first kiss and stuff. But like, she was really bad. It was like, oh, people are calling me emo and stuff. I'm like, I had a really nice time at the party, and people are calling me emo behind my back, and I'm like, what? Why? And she didn't even defend me. She just lets them call me an emo, and like, it's like, hey, that's my boyfriend. No, she doesn't. Like, that's awful. And then a fourth girlfriend, I loved her the most. Oh my god. So I talked to her for 9 months, like we were best friends. But she was really abusive to me at the start because I was so autistic. And she was horrible to me, like really horrible. But I was like, I loved her for some reason, and I put up with her abuse so much. And then, you know, like at the end, like we had our first sexual encounter together, you know, and it was great. But then she only lasted 6 days. She treated me like garbage. And I did everything I could to love her and stuff. Like, she was horrible, man. I went to school sick as a dog from, like, an operation just to see her. And she basically just hung up with these other guys. And I'm like, okay, wow, that is really hurtful. That really, it stings. And she's like, oh, I just want to be friends. And I'm like, yeah, me too. Oh, you should have heard the break in my voice when I said that. It was like, me too. Like, I died. Well, I died, you know, like, I died. And I kissed her, and then I went home, and I had a breakdown, and I cried in my bathroom. I was like, fuck. You know, oh dear, that was bad. And then, you know, fifth one. Oh yeah, the fifth one. Oof, redhead. She was awful. Like, okay, so like, we went to this other group, in high school, or whatever. And then she was there, and she was always horrible to me. Really horrible, like really bad. Like, this is a pattern of behavior, right? And then she's like, I really like you. You're hot. I'm like, what the hell? Why you treat me like trash? What you treat me like trash for? My piece of... I literally said this to her. I said, what am I, a piece of garbage to you? I did. And she's like, didn't even understand. But like, she really hurt my borderline, like, increased my borderline. So like, what happened with her was, she would ignore me in front of her friends. She would go into her friends and be with her friends and like treat me like I didn't exist. She only kissed and make out with me like in secret, and like when we hung out at the park, like on the weekends without her friends around. She was a really good girlfriend then. But with her friends around and on Facebook, she was really nice, a really good girlfriend. But then when her friends were around, it was like I was nothing, and I was like, what? Why are you doing this to me? That's awful. It's awful. She used to play mind games with me, and I'm like, this is awful. So I ended it. I destroyed it. Like I totaled. I'm like, get out of my life for real. Get out of my goddamn life. Get out of my goddamn life. Go away. And you know, I love that damn redhead. Fucking hell. You love these horrible people, and it's like, why are we doing this to ourselves? And then, you know, along came the next one, and I don't know, she was like a rape victim or something, and I was really, really compassionate, really friggin' invested in that. I was really supportive. You know, I know she's gone through, she's depressed and stuff, and I was like trying to help her, she's suicidal. I was doing everything I could, you know, but it just was like a drowning person pulling you down. And like, I bought her stuff, but I think she used me just to buy stuff. And you know, like, and I was just wanting to like, I was really like in the mood to, you know, move on to the next stage in a relationship, or the sexual stage, because I have Eloise, right? Oh shit, I should have said her name. Forget that name.